Yes. So everyone is clear, right? I think yesterday, who messaged me? Shruti, Pawan, it's working. That error is working fine. You right? Pawan and Chandana also yesterday she messaged me and she is not getting that debug option. Chandana, you're getting? Yeah. Pawan is telling it is working. Not getting. Chandana, why you are not getting debugger? But it's not working with my code. I told you, right, Pavan, your get element by ID is wrong. That get element by ID, because of that, it is not picking that exact input element. Because of that, it is failing your code.
Sir, it is same as like you said, sir. Like nothing different is there.
No, no, get element by ID, your ID is capital letter. BY is capital in your code.
Yes, sir, but it is like that only, no?
No, no, no. That is see, HTML is a case sensitive. You need to write exactly. B is a capital and Y is a small letter. What you have written,
Okay,
B is
okay,
capital, Y is capital.
okay,
Not like that. If you are writing get element by ID, G is capital also, it will not work.
okay, okay,
Exactly the syntax you need to write, exactly the same syntax you need to write.
okay,
Because of that, it is not picking that element, that ID, username, that password, it is not picking.
okay.
So it is not working.
Okay.
And
But it came
Chandana,
up to username. It came, sir. Like debugger is getting
yes,
it up to username.
username is
After,
you have written correct only. Password you
ah,
have
yes,
written
sir.
wrong.
Yeah, I think maybe, sir.
Yeah, that only yesterday I have seen. Because of that only I sent the code. And
Okay.
Chandana, can you share your screen if possible? So we can see how why the debugger is not coming. Because every UI developer, that debugger is a gift for us actually. So we can keep anywhere that debugger in the scripting only, and we can see how that JavaScript is working, like step by step, line by line, how it is working. We can see with the debugger only. If you are not getting debugger means in the JavaScript, while we are moving into the JavaScript, that times we will get issues without debugger. You will not listen that execution of JavaScript. If possible, you can share your screen. I can fix that. Okay, we will share after the class. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, fine. So up to now, there is no issues, right? Everyone is fine with the HTML, right? That what we have covered till now. And we have two more important concepts are there. Don't worry about that. HTML canvas and HTML SVG. Okay. HTML canvas, in HTML, we can't tell more about that canvas because that canvas required the JavaScript code. Actually, that HTML canvas and SVGs are useful for drawing a graphics. Okay, to draw a rectangle, to draw a circle, and to draw a different different kind of rectangular things. Okay, lambdas, those type of 2D graphics. You can tell as a two-dimensional graphics. To draw a two-dimensional graphics, we will use the canvas and SVG also in that format only, but the way of how we are handling the element is different in the canvas and SVG. Okay, SVG, if you draw with the canvas, if you zoom that element, that element will not give you the 100% distraction, means it will break. Okay, when you are zooming that element 100%, that element it will be scattered, means it will not give you the that zoom ratio 100%, it will not give you. But in the case of SVG, it will give you 100%. If you are zooming 100% also, you will not get image quality, it will not image quality, or you can tell that 2D graphics quality, it will not change. In canvas it will change. Okay, for canvas you can use for a simple type of 2D graphics, you can use canvas. For the bigger things, you can use the graphic SVGs. And mostly our graphs are there, right? That graphs are rendering by using the SVGs only. Okay, because of that, if you are zooming that, still you are getting that the location clearance, you will get clear only, right? That location. So that developing by using the canvas SVG only. Internally they are using the SVGs only. Okay, mostly SVGs. Best examples are uh, uh, we can see that graphs only, and some GIF images we can see in our real time also, that also. Uh, so these canvas and SVG we will again discuss in the JavaScript after completing the JavaScript class, because it required to get the element first, and after that it need to draw. So rectangle, after taking that element, we need to write some JavaScript methods are there to draw a canvas and SVG. So because of that, we are skipping that canvas and SVG concept. And yesterday we have seen that local storage and session storage concept. So before that local storage and session storage, we have cookies actually. That cookies is server side cookies. What they will do, what they will do, from the server, they will send us cookies. In that cookies, we will save the data. And while we are sending back, so we will send that cookies back. So we will not get that cookies also limited only, it will limited up to 5 MB. On the, that limitation is there with that cookies. So in HTML4 up to that cookies only they will use, but in HTML5 the storage has been introduced. So in that storage we are now working with the local storage and session storages. These are the great achievement for HTML5, because that storage is purely client side only. So we are creating that and we are destroying that. Okay, we are saving that information in our local machines. That it is not related to the server. Okay, if the server is asking you to send that storage information, we can send that information. Okay, if that they will not ask, that information is with us only. Okay, whenever we can close the browser, or whenever we can clear that storage, we will have to save the data. Until unless we will erase that local storage data. Okay. So up to that HTML5 is completed. Mostly all the have completed, and web workers also there. That is also currently that is also not related to the HTML5. Okay. In JavaScript class, that also we can see Canvas SVG, and I told you some more concepts also in HTML drag and drop. We will discuss about that, and audio and video elements. Okay, in the media elements, video tag for the uh, forward and backward. Okay, forward backward buttons. That how much you can. Sometimes some websites will give you 5 seconds, some websites it will give you 10 seconds. So we can move up to 15 seconds, like 20 seconds also, right? On the holding too many times, if you're clicking that type of things we can see. Okay, in the JavaScript class, because it requires some JavaScript code. Okay, some logical implementation required. HTML is our only static, right? Dynamic things we need to do there. So up to now HTML is completing. So we are starting from today CSS class. Okay, CSS after HTML, that CSS is important, because the HTML and CSS combining only will make a websites. Okay, with the combination of HTML and CSS. Now currently from CSS to currently CSS3 is working. So I'm directly giving you the class on CSS3. It will cover all the from scratch to the from CSS to the CSS3. All the in CSS we can call as a properties. Okay, properties. We'll call as a property. Color means it is a property. Okay, background color, it is a property. Font size. Okay, font family. These are the properties actually. So we will discuss about the CSS properties. We will tell CSS properties. In HTML, we will tell HTML elements. Okay, element. To apply a style for an element, for an HTML element, we will use CSS properties. You can tell that to apply a styling for HTML element, we will use CSS property. Okay. So in the CSS, first and foremost important thing is Ramya. Okay, I think first class is joined. Okay. In CSS, first and foremost important concept is, okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. This is our HTML code, right? HTML mid-level, not HTML, or HTML introduction. Okay. We have taken that HTML mid-level.html. This is HTML document. In this HTML document, there are three ways to insert a style sheet into our HTML web document. Okay. To apply a styling for an element, we have three ways to implement a styling. That three ways are, okay. I will take one more empty. Here we will discuss about CSS. This is introduction about CSS. Okay. CSS. There are three ways we can insert a style sheet into our web HTML document. The first way is internal way. Okay. The second way is in first way is inline. Sorry. First one inline. Next one is internal. The third way is external. In these three ways, we can insert a style sheet into our web HTML document. Or web document you can call HTML document like that. First one is inline document. Okay. So in that inline, how we can apply a styles means, so for suppose you are taking one div, okay. So this is div, right? So in that div element, this is a div element, right? So inside that div element, I will write by using the style attribute. Okay. By using the style attribute, if you are uh, uh, doing a styling, okay, by you are applying a CSS by using a style attribute property, that we will call as a inline styling or inline style sheet. Okay, this is inline style sheet. Inline means in the element only we will apply the styles. Here inside that we can write anything. So this color property, everything we'll see. The properties we'll see from tomorrow. So for now, you can use it color, right? Okay, some background color. So by using that, you can like you can write body tag, right? So the first way is completed. This is okay. Here I'm writing some text div, or otherwise we will give div. So what I am doing here in inline of the div element, I'm applying the CSS, that color and background color I'm applying. Now we will get this div is with a red color and the background color of that div is green. We will get like that. Okay. Now we'll go to the browser and we'll see how it is rendering. So you can see that div, and so simple use of the demonstration. I am giving width colon 200 pixels, height 100 pixels. I'm giving. Now we'll go to the browser and we'll see that. Okay. Now I have applied the CSS properties. That is two properties: color for text. Div I have for the red color I have applied. Okay. Instead of that, we will give the white color. So it will look good in the green background. Okay. Div. Div, the text color is white now, and the background color is green, and the width is 200 pixels, height is 100 pixels. We got that right. These are the CSS properties only. But so we are writing that CSS properties are that styling inline of the div. So that we will call as a inline style sheet. And the second way is internal style sheet. Internal style sheet means where we will write means okay. Here head section is there, right? Here style. By using the style, okay, by using the style tag, if you are writing the CSS, then we will call as the internal style sheet. Internal in the HTML only, not inline. We are writing internal in the head section. If you write any CSS, that CSS we will call as a internal style sheet. Now here, that div element only I'm applying, right? I'm selecting the div element. These are div selectors. Those we will see in the CSS next classes. So everything same. Now how I have applied there, I will apply here white color. Okay, next some background color I have applied red background color, and background color is red. I have applying now. So width and height similar way 200 pixels. Height is 100 pixels. What is this pixel mean? So we can calculate the width in device width and heights means that in the form of pixels only. That is a unit. Okay, how we can measure like 1 meter, 2 meters, or 1 feet, 2 feet. So that is a measuring points, right? Like that in HTML or CSS, that pixels is the measuring points. Okay, 200 pixels. Entire width is if you calculate like 1000 pixels, you can tell. So entire document is width 1000 pixels. In that, I need only 200 pixels for width for the div. That we are doing height similar way height also 100 pixels. It will occupy up to 100 pixels. So we'll refresh that. So now I got the background color red and white color text and width 200, height is 100 pixels. Okay. So now the internal style sheet applied for the div. Okay. Inline is by using the style attribute, we can write a CSS property. That style sheet we will call as the inline style sheet. Now this is internal style sheet. In the head section of the HTML document, by using the style tag name, by using the style tag, if you write any CSS, that CSS will be we will call as a internal style sheet. Okay, this is second way how you can write a CSS. This is second way. And after telling that third way, we will tell what is the best way to write CSS and what is the advantages of using inline style sheet, internal style sheet, and that things we can see after completing the external style sheet also. Okay. So now the third way is external style sheet. So what is mean by external style sheet is For that, what we are doing, we need to create a new document. And I'm saving that is a style.css. Any document you are saving with .html means it will consider as a HTML document. Okay. In the similar way, any document, if you are saving with .css extension, we'll call as extension. .css extension, that document we will call as a style document. Okay. Style document. Now I have saved this style.css. Now inside that I will write whatever I have written in the internal. I will write the same color. Color is a property name and value. Color property value is white. Similar way. So background color. Okay, background color. Some we will take some different blue color. We'll take now. Okay. Now same width and height we can take similar way only. 200 pixels. Height is 100 pixels. Okay. Have saved this. Okay, if I'm saving means it will not come this style sheet into this document, right? Okay, this document, right? But we need to include that style sheet in our current HTML document. Then only that style will be applied to this div tag. Okay, for this div it will apply. Now for that what we need to do is we need to come to the HTML document there by using the link. Okay, href here. It is in the same document only, right? Dot slash. How images you are uploading, similar way we need to upload the style sheet. Dot style dot css. Next, this is optional only. If you can write or no problem. Relation equal to style sheet. Okay. So this link relation is related to the style sheet to this document. Okay. This is style sheet to the document. So because of that relation is style sheet and type text slash CSS. This is also optional only. Text slash CSS. Done. Now we'll go to here. So we got the blue background color, right? So from where this blue background color came? From the external style sheet. Okay. Here I have written, right? This external background color blue. If I'm changing here, it will change also. Okay. Orange color. Now if I'll refresh, I got the orange color background because the style is coming from the external. Okay. Now we'll see. This way we can insert a external style sheet into our HTML document. These are the three ways. And among these three ways, what is the best way to use? Okay. Now we'll discuss about that. First, I will tell the best way to write a CSS means if you are having the style properties or styles more than like 10 or 20. Okay, you have div, right? Like that paragraph tag, h1 tag, h2 tag, h3 tag, that similar kind of things. You have more than 10 to 15. Okay, 10 to 15 CSS properties. You can write that in a separate CSS style sheet. You can take the separate style sheet and you can write because it will not looking clumsiness here. Means combining HTML and CSS, it will look little clumsiness in the document. So because of that, what you need to do, you need to take a separate style sheet. Okay, and you can write that separate styles into the new document, separate style sheet document. Okay, style document. CSS document you can write. And if you are having from like 5 to 10, okay, 5 to 10, the CSS properties, you are writing the CSS rules. You can tell one div it is, this is one properties. Okay, background color is one property. That is, this complete is one CSS rule. Okay, this is complete one CSS rule. Like that, if you have 5 to 10 or 15 kind of things there, right? That is a medium level. In that type of situation, you can write in the head section by using the style attribute. Okay, that is the best way. There it is not a problem because these are 5 or 6 only, right? So that to that it will be manageable and you can write also. But still that 5 to 10 15 5 to 10 or 15 there, right? If you are keeping that also in the new document, that is also fine only. That is also best way only. Best way is to put a CSS in a separate document. That is the best way anytime. Because in future, if you want to add 2 or 3 more properties, in that case, you need to again need to remove here from the head section, and you need to keep in the separate style sheet, right? But according to the W3C, the what is the best way to write a style sheet is to keep the all the style sheets style rules into the new document, that is CSS document. That is the best way only, they will tell. Okay, that is a recommended way also. But for our comfortableness, if only like 2 or 3 or 4 minutes you can write in the head section, you can write. Okay, but coming to the inline inline you can apply max one only, right? For only one div element only, that one style you can apply, right? So in that case also, you have properties, right? That these are the properties, right? These properties, if you are writing inline, 2 or 3 properties are there for that div, you can write inline. Okay, but if that CSS properties for that div is more than 2, then this is not recommended way to write a inline style sheet. Yeah, I will tell that. Okay, I will show you also that what is that, what will happen. Okay, what is the uh, what it will take the most important CSS, I will tell. Okay, before after completing that, I will go there only. So inline means only if you have 1 or 2 CSS properties you need to apply for the div, like color or background color. Okay, in that case you can write inline way. Okay, but inline way is not a recommendable way. So most of the managers, they will think, okay, no, don't write inline style sheet. You can remove that inline style sheet and you can create a CSS and you can write in the new document, like that they will tell. Some managers they will accept, some managers they will not accept that inline style sheet, because in the HTML document that styling will look little ugly. Okay, so because of that, inline you can write, but up to the 1 or 2 properties only. After that, if you write more than like 4, 5, 6 properties in the div, it will not looking good. So here, how simple is div now? See here, how simple and clean the code is. Div means it is HTML element. So the HTML element is in the HTML document, and the style related to that in the CSS document. So now it is looking good only, right? So if I'll write the same in the inline, then it will not look good. The div element is not look good. So because of that only, so the best way to write uh, CSS code is external only. Okay, the external only, that is the recommendable way. If you want to write also, you can write on the external only. Next, internal. Coming to the internal. So that project is like mid-level projects, and the CSS properties also only you need to write 5 or 10 CSS rules. In that case, you can write internal also. That is not a problem. Okay, that is just not a problem. In case in future, if the more CSS properties are going to add to that document, HTML document, in that case, you need to create a new external document style sheet. Okay. Now I will tell, if you are applying the uh, so for that purpose, what I am doing here in internal only, by using the style, I'm writing div. So background color white. Okay. Background color here red. I am applying here Green I am applying. Okay. In the same way, here an orange I have applied. Okay, we have the three. Inline I have applied the red color, and internal I have applied the green color. External I have applied the orange color. Now we will see which will take as a most preference. Okay, which will give you the most preference. Now we will see what you will think. Any guesses? You can post in the chat. Okay, I'm coming to here. I'm refreshing. You will get red color. Red color you will get. Okay, red color. Yes, good. Red color. White color, Pavan. Color means background color. I'm asking, not that text color. Because three are white colors only I have applied.